Welcome to Crimson Tide Connection, your home for Crimson Tide sports. Joining me today is the head coach of the Alabama softball team, Patrick Murphy. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Great to be here.
Coach, it's great to see you again, and we really haven't had a chance to catch up with Alabama softball since the end of last season, so I know the fans want to hear about what's been going on. And something that you've been doing is you had a nice trip over to the Netherlands. I know you've always wanted to make an international trip with the team, and you got to do that. What was that like for the coaches and players?
Well, it was incredible. You know, like you said, I've been wanting to do it for probably 12 to 15 years, and just the timing just didn't work out. And about 2 years ago, the coach from the Dutch national team approached me at the NFCA convention in Las Vegas and said, hey, we're asking a couple college teams to come over to scrimmage our team before the World Championships, which the Netherlands was hosting. So it was a great opportunity. The timing was perfect. And I think it was about 2 months after I got back from Las Vegas, he emailed me again, and he said I was serious. And so that kind of got the ball rolling. And you know, the basketball team went to the Netherlands, Belgium, and France. The soccer team went to Amsterdam because they have a couple young ladies on the squad. So it was kind of a natural that we were the third team from Bama, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Just the nicest people. Country was great. It's a very small country, but I think we saw every inch. It was a 10-day trip, the back end and the front end for flying, so really 8 days in the country. We kind of, the rain hurt us. Obviously the first game, we got totally rained out, but we played 2 games. Great experience for everybody. You know, a freshman like Chandler Dare, who's now a sophomore, you know, she got to play center field, batted 1 or 2 in the lineup, and was our best hitter. And if it hadn't been for that trip, her confidence has grown tremendously just because of those 8 days. Haley McClenny and Jackie Traina were on Team USA, so obviously they weren't going to play for us, but Chandler stepped in and did a great job. You know, that opportunity for her, it was priceless for everybody, really.
Coach, along with that, what else does that do for this team? Not only getting some players some maybe playing time that they normally wouldn't get, but maybe just as a team bonding experience.
Well, just, you know, the travel 9 hours on a plane, you know, you're in close quarters. The lodging facility was tremendous. It was kind of out in the country, something that we would never stay in. No TV, no air conditioning, very little Wi-Fi. So obviously it was the teammates, you know.
Get to know one another.
Exactly.
Well.
And it was kind of like a real world house for 21 people. And it was a lot of fun. We could walk into the town. I mean, we saw anything and everything in the country. It was just a great experience.
Well, Coach, your first team practice of the season is later this afternoon. What are some of the things you and your staff are looking on early on in the process as you get ready for 2015?
I think the first thing is basically all fundamentals. I mean, we're just going to review and review and review. And the fall for us is about 26, 27 days. You know, you get 132 days over the year, and then you decide how many you want in the fall and how many you want in the spring. And usually if we have a lot of freshmen, we use more in the fall and really take our time. This year it's kind of in between. We have 5 freshmen, but it's all fundamentals the first basically week. We'll split them up into groups. We'll do some throwing, we'll do some fielding, we'll do a lot of base running, we'll do obviously hitting. Probably 60% of the practice is hitting, and then the rest is everything else. We'll do bunting, fundamentals, I mean everything, just break it down, take our time. The pitchers will go separate with a catcher, and Stephanie will get all 3 pitchers individually, which is what we really like. So they'll get one-on-one time with her, and she'll be able to really take her time and kind of, you know, this is the time to make a change. If you're going to make a change in somebody's swing or a pitch or whatever, the fall is the time. You can't do it in the spring where you're trying to hit and make a change, you know, at the same time. It just doesn't work. So the little things that we'll work on in fall ball hopefully will add up to a lot of good big things in the spring.
Like you said, it's a chance for a lot of individual work and a lot of fundamental work.
Exactly, and you know, it's we have so many good athletes on this team where a Callie Case, a Jaden Spencer, a Danielle Richard, they're going to see time in the infield and the outfield. So instead of having to make them, or kind of make us choose, you know, Callie goes to the outfield today, Danny goes to the infield. We're going to do a little bit different this fall where the first maybe 45, 50 minutes will be on infield defense, In the middle will be all our hitting, base running, and bunting. And then the last third of practice will be outfield. So a kid like Haley McClenny, who's just going to do outfield, she'll come in the middle of practice, get her hitting done, do her outfield defense. A kid like Callie or Danny or Jaden Spencer, she'll come at the beginning, do her infield, do the hitting, and then she'll stay at the end as well for her defensive or her outfield work. And that way they don't have to kind of pick and choose. And also, I know it's tough on a kid where if she's just with the infield for a week and then she goes to the outfield and she doesn't feel as comfortable switching back and forth. So this way they're going to get a little bit of everything every day.
Well, Coach, as you said, you welcomed 5 freshmen to the mix this season. Can you give us a quick rundown of what each of them brings to the team this season?
Well, I think people are the first thing they're going to see is Demi Turner, who's a little shortstop, second base from Huntsville, Texas. Her brother was a fullback in college. She's really, really prepared herself well to be a collegiate athlete. She came in probably the best shape of any kid we've had in 10 years. The other day we did bench press max, and she was doing the same as Leona and Jaden Spencer, who might be twice her size. But she's just a very driven young lady. She's very fast. She throws right, hits left, very explosive. So we can't wait to see what she can do. Alexis Osorio is our freshman pitcher from Riverside, California, pitched for the Corona Angels, and they were on maybe a 30-game winning streak this summer, won 2 of the biggest tournaments in summer ball. She was coached very, very well in her career. Marty Tyson with the Corona Angels prepared her very, very well for her college. So again, we can't wait to see what she can do. And Kerrigan Fain, our way, Gardendale, just a great kid, great young lady, catcher, first, third. Is going to work really, really hard. And then we actually added 2 walk-ons just this past week, Rachel Bobo and Kayla Reddig. And both are going to add something that I think every team needs, and that's just the excitement and the thrill of being on a collegiate Division I softball team. And I think that's going to kind of seep through everybody else. And they're both very talented. Both are engineering majors. So just can't wait to see what all 5 are going to do.
You think maybe they can bring some of that excitement that maybe Ryan Imuri and Jordan Patterson brought to you?
Oh, definitely. And I think, Ryan and Jordan just tweeted that they both want to come to practice today, and all they're going to do is hit. They're not going to pick up balls. They're not going to do defense. They're not going to stretch or warm up. All they want to do is hit. And, they're welcome to come anytime, but a 3-hour commute from Nashville is going to be hard for Ryan, and I'm sure Jordan is studying for law school.
Well, Coach, fans will have 4 opportunities to see the team and those 5 freshmen in the month of October. You have double headers 4 times. Tickets are just $5. I believe that starts on October the 12th, you said. This is a great opportunity for fans to come out and watch some softball in the middle of football season, isn't it?
Yeah, and volleyball is doing terrific. Ed Allen's doing an awesome job. Todd Bramble and soccer, they had a huge weekend. And I know that they're in their competition seasons, but when we play fall ball, for us, it's more for the fans and the freshmen, just to kind of get away the jitters of putting on a uniform for the first time. And there will be fans in the stands, and but all the lineups will be something different. We'll play 8 games. We'll put a different leadoff hitter probably every single game, a different 4-hole hitter. The 3-hole hitter will be different, just to see how the matchups work. And there might be a 1-2 that I never thought of, and we're going to try and work it out and see, what some of these freshmen can do. And the fall ball is the exact right time. It's the best time for a Sydney Littlejohn to work on a pitch that maybe she isn't as comfortable with, because the results don't matter.
Right.
It's all about the game, the process within the game, the situations and the experience of playing a game for the first time. But the results don't matter.
Well, Coach, I know you sell out a lot during the season sometimes, so this is a great opportunity to come out during the fall and not have to worry about that. For $5, you come out and watch a lot of softball.
And I think the only weekend where there is a football game is the Texas A&M. So if people want to stay a little bit later on that Sunday afternoon, they can watch Alabama beat up on A&M on Saturday, and then watch us on that Sunday afternoon. But we play 3 Sundays, and then October 25th, which is a Saturday, is the only Saturday that we'll play in the fall. But those 4 days will be a lot of fun to watch softball.
will come out and support the Tide during the month of October as they host fall brawl. But Coach, good luck, and I'm sure the fans can't wait to see this team getting out there on the field.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm really excited for the first day of practice. It's going to be a lot of fun.
For head coach Patrick Murphy, I'm Christopher England, and that's it for this edition of the Crimson Tide Connection.